Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bastion Waja here, and today we're gonna go ahead and take it a little bit easy. But I was scrolling through YouTube, trying to think of ideas and things like that, and I actually came across this Watch Mojo video. If you guys don't subscribe to Watch Mojo, make sure you subscribe and notification right there. It's evidence I definitely do. But and that's on all my YouTube accounts. But nevertheless, guys, they ranked each and every single Yugi Duel ever. I'm not sure how much they're including, if they're going to be including like the capsule monster duels, because they all should be at the very bottom. But I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and take a little break from the actual TCG competitive and just go ahead and react to this Watch Mojo video ranking each and every single Yugi duel from the very beginning. So let's go ahead and check this out together, guys. I will be leaving a link to the full video in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check this out. Obviously, I will most likely not be monetizing this just because I don't want to get copyright strike or whatever. I'm not too 100% on how that works just yet, but get copyrighted with it is what it is. But like I said, most likely not going to monetize this. But if you guys want to go ahead and show your love, support, make sure you like the video and be sure to subscribe. We have a lot of fun content coming up on the channel. We have some pretty interesting deck profiles coming up as well for some of the new strategies and some old strategies. Maybe got new support as well. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and let's get right into it, guys. So we got Ash J Bo, who does I want to say the majority of the what's it called? The voiceovers for Watch Mojo. I don't know. I think his voice is really interesting, but that's my personal opinion. Anyway, let's get into this, guys. So let's go. Okay, I thought they were starting off with that one. I'm like, that's definitely up higher on the list. Like all Battle City is just higher on the list than this. The one against Duke Devlin is not really a duel. Okay, cool. It is ruled out because that would make no sense. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, as far as the overall action of a duel, it was like very okay. But I think just the implication, the storyline aspect of it, just puts it a little bit higher, just because of what it meant for the story. That's me. That's just me, though. I actually don't remember this duel at all. Of course, he wins because he's Yugi. You kidding me? What kind of Come on, Ash. Okay. Oh, that's right, the creepy guy. Yeah. Thing that kind of just jumped up and dips. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of whack. Really? Well, I mean, there's a lot of duels in Yu-Gi-Oh, so I mean, I don't know. I thought this one was pretty interesting. I mean, because then doesn't the whole warehouse like to catch fire in this one as well, right? Like, I thought this was a really dark part of the anime, honestly. Okay, yeah, this one was pretty early on. I mean, we don't really know too much about Pegasus. I guess our first introduction to him, Yugi. Okay, yeah, the way the Dragon's arc was really cool, just because we saw Yugi or Yami actually like lose his mind, actually, not like literally, but like I guess go to the dark side, for lack of better phrasing. Yeah, okay, fine. Of all the battle, I said Battle State was pretty high up there. Out of all of them, this, I agree, would probably have to be the lowest. I just didn't like this duel. I feel like this deserves to be a little lower. Like, I know it's like a 30-minute video that we're checking out, but I just feel like this needs to be lower. Because, yeah, he like uses Catapult Turtle to launch, I believe it was Gaia the Fierce Knight, into the castle, which then the castle crushed all his monsters and dealt him a whole bunch of random damage. It just didn't, that made no sense whatsoever. That needs to be lower. That just needs to be lower. That didn't make any sense. That's fair. Dark Paladin doesn't get like any really much time to shine, really. I don't know. How did you guys feel about the virtual world arc? I mean, I thought it was okay. The duel against Noah was the duel with Taya versus the penguin guy was probably the most entertaining one, just because he was a penguin and all his penguin themed cards. Like, it was just funny. Yeah, like let's be real. The first season of Yu-Gi-Oh, when they would just make up random effects, was just so wild. No, stop. This deserves to be higher on the list. Now, Watch Mojo's bugging. This deserves to be higher on the list. Like I said, this was probably one of the coolest duels in the entire anime. This was true darkness. What the manga, I believe, was a lot darker than what we actually got in the anime. And this was a great part of it. I mean, That would just seem so iconic. I mean, there's no way that needs to be higher on the list. Same thing with this one. This one was so good. Oh no, wait, no, this is not the one I'm thinking about. For some reason, I thought it was Arcana. Arcana, the fighting with Yugi versus Arcana was really, really good. This one was very, very mediocre. This is supposed to be lower on the list. No, I don't agree with this. It's just the Exodia guy. Eh. Oh, that's impossible. That was alright. I mean, nothing that really stood out for me, you know? Again, first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was just weird. I think they were still trying to figure out what the Millennium items were and what they actually did. Because this was just a mind trip of an episode. If you guys have not seen this one, well, I mean, I'm assuming you guys have if you watch the channel. Okay, this is the most memeable episode I think ever. God, I remember seeing this for the first time and I was like, oh yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, that makes sense. He attacks the moon. It makes perfect sense. Oh my god. What's funny is that I think Konami played along with the meme and then they eventually made a card called Attack the Moon with Giant Soldier Stone in it. Oh, stop. This has to be higher. This was so satisfying. Like Taya needs to butt out. She needs to mind her own business. Just let you keep attacking. No, go away, Taya. That was definitely another monster card, though. Is this the one where he has like Cinderella with the slippers? I feel like I kinda remember this one. The Golden Castle deck. I really wish that deck would have been better in the TCG because that deck is god awful. I think when you activate it, you have to banish immediately top 10 cards from your deck just to activate the field spell. Cool concept though. I give him that much. Cool concept. Oh, this is iconic. This is really cool duel. It didn't. Again, first season Yu-Gi-Oh! Weird rulings, whatever. There's a lot of elemental factors that played into it, but this was really cool duel. I think this is the first tag team duel ever in the anime as well. It's pretty early on. But yeah, shout out Gate Guardian to you, the guy who who was on live stream feature with Gate Guardian. Huge shout out to you, bud. That I'll agree with. Ash Jabo, their friendship is what matters. It's like the Fast and Furious movies when Don says it's all about family. Damn right it is. It was a really cool fusion though. Red Eyes Beast Skull Dragon or whatever. Was this on? This is Battle City, right? Oh no, it's not. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Of course, the last card in Yugi's deck is the one that can win him the entire duel. Of course. Okay, this I'm glad they put us a little bit higher. Not just because it was a really cool duel, seeing two main protagonists really go at it. Because by this point, we've already established their friendship and everything, and family, Fast and Furious, whatever. But this is where the darkness element starts to come out a little bit more in the anime, which I really, really love. I feel like it's gotten a little bit, well, it's not a little bit, it's gotten way too kid-friendly over the years, but first Yu-Gi-Oh! Had some dark moments, which I loved. Now, this was intense. Like, watching this was really intense. Friendship overpowers all evil is what we learned from watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yugi top decks like a god. Was this on the castle where Kaiba like kills himself or whatever? Yep. Oh man, this was a trip. I fuse my mammoth graveyard to your blue eyes, and therefore, this was funny. I still remember when I was watching this when I was like what 4 or 5 years old. And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's exactly how that works. That's crazy. He's such a good duelist. No, Yugi was pulling some nonsense out his rear. I think this is the one where he like multiplied Karibo a whole bunch of times to where like Blue Eyes couldn't see him or whatever, so he couldn't deal any damage because he had too many Karibos. You know, I will say, for Weevil being such a realistically bad duelist, he puts or pretty much taken L. I don't think we ever saw him win once in the entire time. Or I think he maybe beat Raptor in the tournament or whatever, but he put us some really entertaining duels, man. Like that Berserker Soul episode from earlier. That needs to be a lot higher on this list, first of all. Also, I really thought about playing Berserker Soul and Super Heavy Samurai just cause because it would have been an amazing meme of a moment. Just want to say that because I think you do like 4,500 damage if you pull it off right. Okay, so they think Yugi already lost his soul or something by the time this happened, right? Yeah, this is a pretty cool redemption duel. What's weird is that Raphael draws like almost the exact same hand and plays the exact same as he did the first time they dueled. So it was a little wishy-washy when it comes to that. And I think what's it called, TGS anime or TCG anime? The guy who does like could Joey have beaten Yugi? Those type of videos. He breaks this duel down very, very well. So if you guys not check that out, I'll definitely link in the description for that one as well. No matters that they're friends now. This is a bit too high on the list for me there. This is what I'm talking about. This was a really awesome duel. That's true, right? I mean, we don't really get to see many quote-unquote mirror matches in Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like that would be really, really interesting to see how like other duelists take on a specific monster, right? For example, this with the Arcana Shark Magician being evil. What was really cool was that I think they had some like saws or whatever that was sending you to the Shadow Realm, but honestly, when I was watching this episode for the first time, when I saw those saws, I'm like, man, they're gonna just chop these people's feet off. That's crazy. That's some scary movie type stuff. Specifically Saw. Yeah, it's messed up. It's weird. I think out of all of the arcs, this is the least memorable one for me. Okay, I was wondering when this one was gonna come up. This is a cool duel. I forget if they fall to their deaths or if they like jump. Again, this is another one of those duels that is like, if you lose your life. like this was so intense. That's why I think Battle City was so cool, because I think the stakes were just that much higher and it seemed so much more real. Like I feel like if all of the animes would have been as intense as this, it would have been a million times more interesting. Like I feel like modern animes for Yu-Gi-Oh! Start off very, very vanilla, very like meh, but then towards the end they get more, you know, exciting, a little bit more what's it called? More stakes to the duel, you know? Oh, I forgot what that card name, what that field spell of that card is. The name of that field spell card is. Like this is some dark stuff, man. This is like creepy. I'm into it. Was this the first time that Yugi wielded the Slifer? I could have sworn he did it before. Like in some duel like on the ground before the blimp. I must be mistaken. Draw your last pathetic card. I think this is the only reason this is up there is because it's so iconic. But I don't think they use that same frame of reference for some of the previous duels, because a lot of the previous duels were very iconic, but weren't as very heavy on the actual play. But those are lower on the list. I disagree with a lot of the earlier on, because it really depends on what the metric you're using at. Are you looking at if we're just ranking duels, are we going based off like how intense duel was? Are we looking at storyline? What was the implication? Like, what did it mean? You know, what were the stakes? How well, you know, Yugi executed? It really matters of what you're ranking it based off of, right? But this gave us like one of the coolest moments in all of Yu-Gi-Oh animes. Like when summoning Exodia was stupid nuts. Like I really wish we would have gotten this more. Not just the level of like intensity of the moment, but we just never saw Exodia ever again. And like Weevil just throws his cards off the ship, and then it's all gone from there. That's kind of sucks. Kind of looks like Taya on that tablet in the background. Again, another one whose deck I just really wish would have translated better into the TCG, because the Orichalcos cards kind of came out, I want to say. Not really, but they are horrifyingly nerfed to the point where they're just unplayable. Like, did we even get Gech? I believe we did. I don't remember, actually. With infinite attack and defense. Okay. This is a perfect culmination of, not only was the gameplay fantastic, the stakes of the duel were also really, really good. Story-wise, plot-wise, The whole Yugi having to find an additional way. I mean, don't get me wrong, how he did it makes no sense, right? But like the way to win this deck was the first. I believe it was the first deck out that we saw in the game in the anime, right? That was really like that's not how that works, that interaction at all, right? But that is a really smart way for Yugi to do that. Well, because slime, reflective slime or whatever that slime card in the TCG at least it revives itself at the end of the battle phase or during your end phase. But if it does it immediately, then that would work. So Konami, we need an errata on the slime card. I forget his name. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is a pretty good duel. This ends now. Yeah, this was a really good duel. I mean, the stakes for Joey were high with Serenity and all that kind of nonsense going on. Wow. Okay, and now I'm intrigued to see what's gonna be above. Well, I think number one's gonna be Yugi versus Tem. It just has to be like post Darts fight, like the very last duel in the anime, essentially, right? But I wonder what 2 and 3 will be, because this was a really cool duel. Like, it's a shame that the Toon monsters aren't nearly as broken as they were in this specific duel. Another card I don't believe we ever saw ever again. Really cool attack, though. Okay, that's fine. I'll agree with this one. This was really cool. Did Merrick take the obelisk from Kaiba in this? I don't remember. That was really cool. I agree with this one. This is a really cool duel. This is 2? What in the world is number 1? Wow, okay. Now I'm curious. What they got for me, Watch Mojo? Whoever scripted this duel deserves some type of award, because they literally played it perfectly to where both Atem and Yugi put out each and every single more or less iconic card in their entire decks into this game. I'm talking about the Magnet Warriors, the God cards, the not the Noble Knight cards, but the Jack's Knight, King's Knight, Queen's Knight cards, Silent Magicians. I'm pretty sure we're in here as well somewhere. Some really cool monsters that you've obviously seen the entire anime just came out all in the same duel. And it was really cool, of course. Also, I'm finally caught up with Attack on Titan. So exciting. I think the last episode airs in September. If I'm not mistaken, let me know when does Attack on Titan come out. Really? Better than Atem versus Yugi. I mean, look, if there was going to be a duel that trumped that one, I guess. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. This was really cool just to be able to see, of course, the 2 main rivals of the entire anime just go at it like full force. But I don't think Kaiba has ever beaten Yugi, has he? Not even in like a Dark Side of the. They didn't include any of the Dark Side of the Dimensions duels. This was released a few weeks ago. Wow. So you're just not gonna include any of the movies, Pyramid of the Lights, nothing. Wow. Okay. Watch Mojo, you slacking, my friend. You guys need to do. You need not just the anime. You need to include all duels if you're gonna rank every Yugi duel. No, because I mean, okay. I mean, overall, I am 50-50 with the list. I want to say for the majority of it, I will agree that some duels were a lot higher than they really should have been, and some were just way too low. I mean, I pretty much expressed my opinion on all of them. But I mean, if we're gonna do every Yugi duel ranked in Yu-Gi-Oh, unless Yu-Gi-Oh is specifically referring to the first anime, right? Not including the movies, things like that, because I would want to see the movies included in here as well, because the cubic deck in Dark Side of Dimensions was absolutely wild. Like, it was so much fun to see how that deck worked, to see dimension dueling, whatever, or cubic duel. No, it was dimension dueling, where you could just summon out whatever as long as you have enough willpower. and and I mean, they just made up their own nonsense type rules, right? But it was a lot of fun. This is really cool. I mean, just getting to more or less just chill with you guys. For the most part, it will be pretty left uncut. Just so you guys can go ahead and see more. I just want us to hang out for a little bit, do whatever. I probably should have done this as a live stream, but whatever. It is what it is. So let me know if you guys want to see more reactions to either top ranking videos like this or any type of specific episodes that you guys want me to see. Let me know in the comment section down below. This was a lot of fun. Getting my thoughts out there on this, but yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see in the comment section down below. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for a lot of deck profiles coming up. I'm working on potentially some live duels as well. Potentially, I'm looking at like recording locals duels. We'll see. But anyway, let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.